If life originated in Africa and the original man, woman are from Africa, how do we explain Europeans, Asians, maybe even Latinos?
There's a great book written by probably the greatest archaeologist and cultural anthropologist in human history. Not black, but I would say he was the greatest of all time. I'm sure you know his name, Sheikh Anta Diop from Senegal. He wrote a book called The African Origin of Civilization. Everybody needs to read it. This was the scholar who snuck into, I don't want to say snuck, went into the temples of Kemet, took melanin, or should I say took pigment or skin off of the mummies of the pharaohs, came up with a melanin dosage test and proved that the kings and queens of Kemet had to be African based on the percentage of melanin in their skin. It was Sheikh Anta Diop who proved to the world that all 5 stages of modern man originated in Africa. The first stage of modern man, all African. Second stage, all African. Third, all African. Homo sapien, the 4th stage, all African. And then we're the 5th stage, Homo sapien sapien.
Yeah.
It was only the Homo sapien sapien who left Africa. If the Homo sapien sapien, modern African, never leaves Africa, we never go into Europe, we never experience the Ice Age, Europeans never come, they never evolve.
Yeah.
Asians never evolve. Indians never evolve. You don't get another race on earth if the African never leaves Africa. And for that reason, I would like to ask our great African ancestors, why in the hell did you leave the continent? Because if you didn't, we wouldn't be dealing with white supremacy.
Do you acknowledge white people, Europeans and Asians as Africans? And that
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. They are not Africans. Even if they evolved from us, they are now a distinctly different race. Now, multiculturalists and integrationists and colorblind Negroes would say they have 2 arms and 2 legs and they have 2 eyes just like the rest of us. How are they not a part of our human family? And I'll tell you why. Biology is only one aspect of reality. What about spirituality? What about psychology? What about cosmology? What about sociology? Even though the white man may have all the body parts of an African, we do not share the same worldview. We do not share the same spiritual principles. We do not share the same sociological assimilation. Nothing about the African and the European is the same except the fact we share the same human body. So I do not agree that white people are Africans. They are Caucasians, and they have nothing to do with us.
So part of the argument is climate, the Ice Age. Part of it is diet, which may have affected pigmentation and those kind of things. Would you ever consider a journey? It may not be yours. It may be for our children, our children's children, to liberate and rescue Europeans and Asians and bring them back home?
That's a trap. We have to be careful because a lot of Africans around the world have taken on this responsibility of civilizing the Neanderthal. I'm not interested in civilizing the Neanderthal because the Neanderthal can't be civilized. Remember, we did this before. Did we not go into Europe and civilize Spain? Did we not go into Europe and civilize Italy? Did we not already go into Europe and take those backward European tribes and try to make them decent human beings? And what did Africa get for that? You got enslaved. What did Africa get for trying to civilize the white man? You got colonialism. What did Africa get for trying to teach the white man how to live as a decent human being? You got neocolonialism. Every time we try to introduce the white man to human civilization, we suffered. Stop trying to save the white man. Save yourself.